Good morning. I'd like to welcome you to the BlackUSA.News morning show. My name is Donnie Glover, and I will be your host today. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Special thank you to all of the people that keep us on the air. We have with us Brother Lemon, and he's got nacho bangers. Let me get a banner going on. He's got this beautiful, beautiful truck, man. And all I knew is it was parked right there on the strip. And I said, Lord, is that a black-owned business? Because y'all know I'm fond of black-owned business. There it is, nachobangers.com. Lemon, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Tell us about your business.
It's my little brother started it with $6 in his pocket. Started $6 in his pocket. That's where he started from. He was house to house making food. Then he just came up with the idea, people love nachos, so let me go ahead and try to figure a way I can give you a dinner with nachos. So, and then from there, we've been 6 years strong.
6 years.
6 years.
6 years in Baltimore?
He started off out of the house. Then he upgraded to a store on Monument Street. Then left from Monument Street, went to Lexington Street. Now another business called 226 West Reed Street. That's our location now.
226 West Reed Street.
Right, Mount Vernon, about a 24-hour radius off of Martin Luther King.
So does business run in your blood? 226 Reed Street.
Basically, yes. Opportunities that we have now, we just trying to give back to our youth. We trying to show the youth it's not hard at all. You just got to pitch your mind to something, figure you want to do it, but you got to be focused on it. You can't get sidetracked and do everything. You got to want it. So it's he did it. He was tired of being a failure. He was tired of just not being necessary in life. So it was just he wanted to give kids what he didn't have.
Where you from, Lemon?
I'm from White Lock, West Baltimore, off of White Lock and County.
Yeah, you say you giving back to the kids. No disrespect, Lemon, but how old are you? You mean you relatively young yourself, huh?
Yeah, I'm only 20, but the pandemic, kids that's not raised how we was raised. We had fun. We had fun growing up. We would be able to go outside. We was be able to go to rec centers. We was able to play football tournaments, basketball tournaments without being clocked and worry about all the killings and everything was going on. Ever since the pandemic happened, it's just got worse. So now it's we got this company. We trying to make the city positive again because everybody loves us and our energy is different from amongst other people.
That is true. I guess you've seen some things in your life. I guess you've seen the fork in the road where you had to decide either you're going to go to the right or to the left.
Yeah, I had it multiple times. And my little brother, I just came home off a prison bit. I just did 5 years off a prison bit. And my little brother was I can't going back. This is yours. Gave me the business. Piece of the business is 3 of us. It's my brother Killer. That's the head honcho. That's the one who started it. Then you got my brother Cuffie, and then it's me. So it's we just came up and just put our heads together and we just moving. We got 2 food trucks, 1 under maintenance, and we have the whole headquarters.
Have you been on television yet?
No, not for real. Really, my brother, he be the light of the show, but he make sure he mentioned me and my other brother Cuffie. Cause he the main focus, it's his business for real, but he just gave it to us. So
you gonna get some TV coverage now.
Appreciate it, Don. Appreciate it.
Watch, big brother. There's gonna be some people. We got this one cat, man. Michael Haney, I want you to come in and join us. Now, this cat does business. You said he just got back from out of town. He just got back from Kenya and Uganda.
For real?
Yes, sir. Michael Haney, here's the link. We want the family to know all about your business, about your brothers, about what you're doing, and I want everybody to give you some support. Mr. Haney's gonna come on in. So, White Lock. So you play ball around White Lock, Johnny
Yeah.
Howard?
That's my school. That's my elementary school. I grew up in elementary school there. Went to Mount Royal. See, I was growing up. I used to be a knucklehead, but I grew up around older guys. So it was like they was lead me in the right path, but they also was leading me in the wrong path as well. But I look at it now because it came to as me getting old. Like a lot of people, they say I got an old soul, and it's just because I thank them because I never grew up around the guys that was really my age, even though I did, but I was most attentive to the older adults. Like I like to sit around and see old people. Like I like to work with senior citizen buildings. I look at stuff like that. Like I look at work life different. Like people, like the kids that don't have a life, like the autistic kids, I be wanting to give them life just to go have fun and do something with them, just so they can feel like they notice.
So I got a challenge for you, Lemon. This is my second book. I think it's time for you to write a book. I Am Black Wall Street. My first book is Unapologetically Black. But I challenge you, Lemon, to write your book because people, they got to hear your story. And then you flip it into a movie.
Yeah, everybody say like I've been through a lot in life, but I also smile because I don't love us like see nobody to see me down. So if I'm down, I just distance myself. You would never feel like, oh yeah, this, that, and the third. Like, oh yeah, lemon not this lemon. That's not the lemon I know. I'm not gonna lash out. I'm not gonna do this and that. So I just be just in my own mind and just mapping things out so I can better my business, better my career, better my life.
Do you have a passport?
No, not yet. Came on from a prison bit, so it's like I don't have none of that. So I'm still on probation and parole, so it's gonna be a while before I get that. But I'm patient. It's gonna come.
Can't wait for you to get your passport. Do you know what countries you'd ever like to visit?
I would like to go to like Spain, Italy, and stuff like that. I would like to do it. Like that's me and my wife. We talk about it a lot, like traveling, going all over the place.
My dad would say that travel is the best education. You get to see how other people live.
Right, right.
And one of the things I learned in travel is how fortunate we are in this country. A lot of times it's easy, you know, everybody, we all know about the racism. At the same time, I remember going to Jamaica. And while we had seen poor people, we ain't seen nothing like that.
Yeah, it's a guy like on social media. It's an old friend of mine. His name's Sosa. He's a rapper. He's a Baltimore rapper, and he was like mainstream, like big on Instagram and stuff. So he got close to a guy that's from Africa, that lives in Africa. So he helps out him a lot, talks about him a lot. And now the dude from Africa, like he came big. So everybody know him. They be want to tune into his Instagram live. And like he'll talk to you. He'll talk to you and he shows his lifestyle. Like he really shows like his animals. Like his man lived with a goat and a chicken in his house and said this is his dog and his cat. Like their workout situations, their doors. Like he showed us that. So it was like, yo, stuff like that. It makes me grateful from the opportunity I have. And it was like he got a lot of people that supports him. Like people cash app with money, this, that, and third. He trying to get a Visa card and stuff. He trying to get married. People be trying to marry him and all this because they see his struggle to bring him over and stuff. But it's good though. Like I got a lot of good people right now.
Okay, we're being joined by Michael Haney. Let me tell you about Mike Haney. He runs a training institute, global training, but he used to run hotels here around the country. Come on in, Mike. Whoops. There you go. How you doing, Mike?
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Fantastic, Donnie. Thank you so much for inviting me. What a powerful story, Lemon. Turning your life around, recognizing negativity, man. I mean, I'd love to connect with you. There's some information that we can pass on. Matter of fact, your offices, I see, were right down the street from my first offices. But it's all about us listening to young people like you that are willing to do something because it's on us to help you in any way we can, man. But I'm just mesmerized by your story. So I'm going to listen to how Donnie questions and extracts information out of you.
Now, Mike, now, Mike, I want to show a picture of his truck. Do I click share screen?
Yeah, just click share screen, man, and go over to either your files or to Chrome, and it should pop up.
Okay, well, you talk to Brother Lim.
Yeah, I would love to do that. So I heard Donnie ask you about a passport, Lemon, and getting that, and I heard your story in terms of, you know, rectifying situations, man, and you know, that's what it's all about. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and as we rebuild our lives as you are and do something positives. I heard you mention about your brothers, so you guys got a family thing. You were not. You were okay with giving your older brother. I guess he's your older brother. He's the man.
He's the youngest.
He's the youngest. So he's the one in charge. He runs things, right?
24 years old.
And you seem to be okay with that, you know, because but he gives you your props, huh?
Well, he don't play nothing about it. It don't care what meeting we in. Like, we got next year we drop our Doritos. We have our own Doritos that we dropping.
Are you familiar? Are you familiar with Visit Baltimore? Have you heard of the CIAA conference coming in town?
I have not.
Okay. So we got to connect, man, because the CIAA conference is a conference of black basketball teams that was in Charlotte before, that's coming to Baltimore. They're expecting several 100,000 visitors, right? But your profile of business is perfect for what Visit Baltimore is looking at and promoting black businesses in town. It starts in February, right? And giving them an opportunity to be exposed to all these people of color coming from around the country for this tournament at Royal Farms Arena, man. So we got to connect afterwards, and I'll get your information so that I can expose you to some stuff that may be helpful to you and your brothers, man. But you know what you guys are on to is phenomenal. Is that your food truck in the background?
Yes, that's one of them.
Mike, I'm gonna pull you down so you get a better picture of it.
That's the biggest one. The biggest one we got. We got a big truck and we got a small.
Mike,
so where you camp out at?
For real, it's just like hood, like whoever we feel as though we like to go at. It's just like we just pull up on the neighborhood that asks us to come, all the kids. So it don't matter. Like Cherry Hill, east, west, north, south. We all over the county. We travel, so it don't matter. Like where we at. If we see opportunity to see greatness in life and see these kids, the way how kids and their parents love our food, why not go?
Hey, we try that beautiful, Mike. Don't it inspire you, Mike?
We trying to get.
He's made my day, man, because, I always believe there's hope. But when you hear somebody, honestly tell their story, with no cut cards and give you exactly where he is and know that he has to do things to, rectify some things that he's, how can we not want to help him? How can we not want to figure out, well, how can he get in front of Raven Stadium on a Sunday in front of thousands of people to really take, hold of what he's doing? How can we not get him in front of the CIAA conference and be a member of Visit Baltimore, the Black Chamber of Commerce, and all this information out here that could be relevant to helping his business model? We got to share that.
When I came home from prison, he used to tell me the whole time I was in prison, like, I never knew how big it got. So it was like, I used to hear like CEOs to say like, nacho bangers, this, that, and the third. That's your brother. That's your brother. Yeah, that's my little brother. They used to be excited, like, oh, it's food good. It's food good. I never tasted it. I never tasted enough. So in my mindset, I wanted to come home and start my own like non-profit program. So I was gonna call it 360 Lifestyle. So it was like basically like I was gonna tend to all the recovering addicts, people that's coming home from prison and need opportunities, kids that don't have no father figures in life. So I was trying to. That was the mindset. Like females that need help. That was the mindset I was coming home to. So I started talking to people and questioning people and stuff. So then I looked, and I was like, all these kids without fathers and these children without mothers and stuff, they love our food. So I can just come to the business, tap into the business, and just go ahead and just give him my all.
So you're a minister. You're a minister. That's what you are. That's what it is.
I guess you could do that.
Yeah, and that nonprofit idea, why not? Why not be able to tap into the Baltimore City Youth Fund? Why not get someone to be able to help you with the structure of setting up a nonprofit so you can give back to the community? Because Donnie told you correctly when he said, man, you've got a couple of chapters written on a book already that people are going to be able to learn something from. So to me, being able to write something that young people your age or younger can learn from your experiences so they don't have to go through it. And why wouldn't our mayor say, all of a sudden, Lemon and his brothers, why can't we figure out a way to get them funding for this nonprofit, right? So it's all about meeting people. Donnie now. Donnie knows everyone, right? That can advocate for you and on behalf of you and what you want to do to be helpful to the situation.
Right. It's a lot of people. When he came onto the truck, it was just like, I can understand men. Like you could tell he was well raised, right? He was respectful. He didn't just come and just think he was going to take pictures. He came up like, how you doing? Can I talk to the owner of the truck? He introduced himself. Everybody that was around me, they was like, hold up. They heard his name before. They kept asking questions like, what are you on a radio station or something like that? I don't really know. Like he just came up. He loved the business. He said, and that was it. Like he got his number. And he was a man of his word since. Like he said it, like, I'm going to text you first and let you know to go check your email. I'm letting you know this is what time we getting on. And that's what he did. So I was like, that's a man with integrity that shows that he's passionate about what he got going on, about his life, about his business and where he's starting and stuff like that. So it was like, he's not no game. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a chance and just see what's going on. Right now, I love it. I like it. I enjoy it.
And the most thing that I heard that you just said that he gave you respect. He didn't treat you like because you was 25, 26 years old, like he can tell you everything. But, the resources that we have and can bring to the table, because to me, the food truck is a byproduct of what you can do for what we need today. Because you mentioned how you grew up. You didn't have no time capsule. You was at rec centers, you was playing leagues, and that's not what the kids deal with now. So who's listening to you and your brothers and your generation so we can begin to look at fixes?
The crazy thing about a lot of people love our story. A lot of people. Like my little brother, he just was on the Shade Room. He was on the Baltimore Shade Room. They posted him live about his story. Like I wish he was next to me to really talk, because you look at him like that's not no 20. That's not no old guy. For the mouthpiece that he have and the knowledge that he have and the tongue, you gonna say, Lemon, who is this guy? He can't be 28. It look like he lived forever, because his older people around like 60, 70 years old, they get fascinated about his story and how he talked, because we love to have fun, but when it's time to settle down and focus, his mental and his structure is great. It's phenomenal. Like he's somebody, if you down and you really stressing and you really about giving up, one word from his mouth will just change your whole life. And it's
Hey,
like,
Lemon, let me ask you, man. I don't want to take over, but let me ask you, what how relevant was education to you when you were coming up, and is it now? Where did you go, and what did you do with the education opportunity that you had, man?
be honest, growing up, I used to play around in school a lot. Like I was the knucklehead. I can't say a lot. I was a knucklehead. I used to get suspensions, fights, and stuff like that. The highest grade I completed going to school was the 10th grade.
I hear you.
I went to prison, got my GED. So it was just like I came home just from that. But I was also, all my life was treated like an adult. So it was like certain stuff that I had to do. I was the only man in my household. So I used to, growing up, I used to live, even though I got other brothers and stuff like that, but that's of like father side and stuff. So it was like I had to be the only male in my house. So my mom, it was hard raising me. It was hard. Like she went through hell and back to try to raise me, but she's still in my side. And then now it's like I accomplished all this since Bobby being. She can have a smile on her face. She just be proud to say my son changed a lot. So it's just like now I gotta push that because I used to sit here and look at life like it was a game. Until I got a certain age and was like, hold up, this is real. I can't depend on moms no more. Like that ran out. I can't do that. So then it was like I started to push. I went through my struggles when I came home, stressing bad. Started partying, drinking a lot, smoking weed a lot, and stuff like that. But it was like I gotta slow that down and get on board. So once I started to get on board, I met a tremendous wife of mine. She's on my back, it's like my mom. Got it all over again, younger version. So it's like now I'm in a situation that I have to proceed because don't nobody want to see you win in life but these kids. Because kids, they look up towards our energy. I can pull up anywhere. I can pull up Washington, D.C., anywhere. They see our truck, it's a stampede that's going to come to that truck. And it's like, why do I got to keep being out in the streets, looking around over my back, watching out for somebody that's getting killed or police chases and stuff like that? And I could just go ahead and just sit in somebody's community and sell food and interact with them, dance, play around, and it's just love from there.
I got to jump in here, Lemon. Mike, I got to tell you, he wasn't just anywhere. He was surrounded. He was surrounded by a lot of street people. And what I saw was the truck was like the light bulb in the middle of the dark.
I hear you.
Yeah. So
now he said showing up at the truck with respect. Let me tell you something, Mike. If you don't, your wig will get split before you get off that block.
from their fans, from their club.
It's just that, like, I'm a man. I respect men. I respect all, not just men, women, children, all. Because at the end of the day, you might become somebody that's going to need respect and going to show the business to. So they respect me just the way I'm respect them. I'm not going to disrespect y'all. So why y'all disrespect me? If y'all disrespecting me, it's something for your own reason. Like, it shouldn't be no hatred towards over here. Now, I can say if it's on a personal level or something about a relationship wise or something like that, then okay, you had an opportunity to probably be mad or whatever situation. But I'm done with that. I have a lady, I have somebody, a great wife. I'm not going back and forth with you over no woman or none of that. So it's just like I'm in a good space that says I'm okay, but I'm going to get better. So
Hey, Lemon, we gotta tell you, man, you are a miracle.
Thanks,
Mike
man.
is a miracle. I'm a miracle because we've all seen enough stuff that we don't even have to be here. So when I saw you and the way you responded, because you could be like, who this cat, whatever, but you came, you gave a cat an opportunity. Mike, I asked, is this black owned? You know that was my question, Mike. Is it black owned? And he's like, yes, it is. And the rest was history for me. It didn't even matter at that point. And the truck is, I mean, that's only a snippet of it, but it's a gorgeous truck, Mike. It ain't no old good humor truck. I mean, it looked like a Peterbilt, one of them big old, solid, sturdy, new.
Yeah, I'll be back in Baltimore later today, and I'm gonna look for his truck tomorrow. I'm gonna find his truck.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I got one of my brothers online right now.
Yeah, bring him, man. Bring him. You know, Lemon. What's his name, Lemon? Is this Killer?
This Cuff. Hey, babe. Bring me your phone real quick and hit please. But yeah, that's my other brother. That's Cuffie. And it's crazy because he started from Nacho Bangers and he started his own company called Cuffie Kitchen, Cuffie Crackers. So
oh, really?
Yeah, so he makes stuff, but even though he's still with Nacho Bangers, but on his spare time, he sells dinners and stuff. He make dinners, meatball dinners.
So he's like a caterer. He does catering.
He cooks, a tremendous cook. So it's like everybody around us is like cook. We doing everything positive, and our energy, like we don't just do just that. Like people book us for parties, we dance and play around at parties and stuff. We have fun. So it's like we live life to the fullest. We don't just have no dry moment. We're not just gonna sit here and just let life take over. That pandemic ain't stopping us.
Hey, Lemon, do you think that there's a responsibility that you have for your community because you're somewhat settled? You got a wife. You mentioned your wife like 3 or 4 times, man. So that's a source to me of pride and a foundation for you of stability. So you are enjoying that, man, and that's a heck of a lot of responsibility that some of us 3 times your age can't handle or ready for. But do you think that the community that you see now, there's a need for you to maybe engage and show us what we need to do to fix some of the issues that we're having?
Uh,
Let me answer that for you, Lemon. I just got a vision of the NachoBangers.com TV show.
you hear me?
The city of Baltimore need to put a TV camera with Nacho and with Nacho Bangers, let them tour the city, engaging people, all flavors, all races.
Got it on.
He bringing them all on, Donnie. He getting them all. He's a connector.
Oh, hold on.
He's the marketing guy.
Going on. He trying to get on, but yeah. My other brother, I don't know. He be ripping around a lot because they be calling him to do like meetings and interviews and stuff. So
what does that mean? Meetings and interviews.
Like we just did an event like for Under Armour. Under Armour called us to do an event for them. It's just like we do everything nationwide. Hey, Cuffie, I'm on live. What I was telling you about online. Oh, his phone messing up. I'm gonna have to call his phone regular. Hold on. But yeah,
it's just you can email him that link. The same.
Email him that link, man. I'd love to see these guys, man.
He can join on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm about to get him cracked right now for you.
Mike, how important is it for us to embrace limit?
Oh my goodness, man. That's what it's all about, Donnie. If we were smart, if the mayor was really watching this, and see, the mayor should be on in this conversation.
Yeah, we know.
Saying,
I know Brandon. Brandon Scott. I know all of them. Like, hey.
Yeah, we all know them, but the relevancy of the conversation and how we can take and you benefit and he benefit, that's what needs to happen. Because you're a valuable resource to our city because you're communicating to people that we may not be able to reach or understand how to reach, and you may be the solution to a multitude of problems.
Man, I love that.
You know what I'm saying? And we gotta listen.
People don't want to engage young adults. Yeah. I come through that script every day, Lemon, because I know some of them kids. And you never know, somebody might want a job finally, somebody might want to do something different, but also they go through stuff like everybody else. That block is special to me. I want to see people doing well, doing something better than nothing,
Yeah, that's my probation officer. Hold on 1 sec. I have to.
I hear you, brother. Take care of business, man. You hear him, Donnie? What he got to do?
He handling his business, man. He doing interviews. How do we? So, Mike, I have his number, and I will certainly connect you. But again, tell me, why is it important that we embrace not just Lemon, but that whole generation that we really don't speak their language?
Because, Donnie, in my opinion, in order to save a generation, in order to save this generation, we've got to make them part of the process. Like this, like what Lemon is doing, this is the most profound thing I have heard. And all of a sudden it gives me an idea in terms of, hey, maybe this is the solution.
It is.
So maybe we're looking in the wrong places for the solution versus having someone like Lemon, Davon, whoever, having conversations about what they feel they need to solve
to send you the link so you can join on. But not to cut y'all off, but this is my brother Cuffie right here.
That's cool, man.
What's up, Cuffie?
He in the business. He the CEO of the business too. And
he's the CEO. Look at him, Donnie. He ain't playing, Donnie. Hey, Donnie.
Listen, text me your email because he's gonna send you the link.
Hey, Donnie, did you see Cuffie?
Yeah, Cuffie didn't. It was not.
Cuffie looked like Cuffie wasn't playing. Is he going to? I'd love to see Cuffie.
He coming. Give him a chance.
This is remarkable.
But Mike, I agree with you. This is the solution because
I'm about to send it over to him now.
And you know the name. I think Donnie, that Nacho Bangers. There's a hook to that that's cool about that name that draws people, and then they got good food. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta accept that fact. I may be want to try to change their name. No, the name is it, man. People see Nacho Bangers and they got good food. That was brilliant to come up with that name. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, appreciate you.
How important is a name, Lemon? How important is the name of the business?
Oh, I don't play about it. Me and my brothers don't play about the business. How you doing? Good. Yes. Okay. We're good. Come next Tuesday in the police station.
You know, when I saw the truck, it looked like a SWAT truck almost.
Where'd you see it at again, Donnie?
Okay, thank you.
By the Avenue Market. On the strip.
Yeah, I'm gonna find them tomorrow.
Like say, they move around. The first time I saw it, I was like, wow. And before I could even get it out, it's like the food is good too. And then the second time I saw it, I had to go up. I had to stop. I had to.
I'm about to get you on board right now. I'm gonna send it. Is it all right if I send it to your phone, Donnie, and you add them on there?
Sure.
Okay. I'm about to send it to email to your phone.
Oh, okay, yeah. You gonna send me his email? Okay.
And you know, Donnie, while you're doing that, man, and I look at our young people who need and like money, right? And that's why you see a lot of slinging and them doing what it is that they do, because all of a sudden you want to pay them a $10 an hour job. You know what I'm saying? But here's the opportunity of 3 young guys who took advantage of something that they do well, and they're probably doing pretty well, but the opportunity for them to do, you know, huge stuff and make some big money because they went in the business for themselves. They're not working for anybody. You know, they're not, you know, they're working for themselves, and they have an opportunity to really make as much bank as they potentially want to make and expand. I can imagine them having 5, 10 food trucks in the next year or two if they wanted to.
You get it, Donnie?
What's the goal, Lemon?
It's a franchise opportunity. There's a franchise opportunity.
They see, like, yeah, that's the franchise. Like, we're trying to get like Atlanta, Miami. We're trying to have it all over. Like right now, we're on DC. So they love us in DC. Miami. I don't say they really taste the food yet, but they love our energy. Because our energy is our amongst this world. When you order us for a catering party, you gonna have a good time. There ain't no.
So how do you figure out the DC and Miami thing, man? How do y'all get around? Y'all drive the truck there? You got relationships? I mean, how y'all figure that out?
We haven't bring the truck to Miami. That's the only. We haven't took the truck to Miami. DC, you know, it's right up the street from us, real. So it's like,
I know DC well, right?
The crazy, like our friends, we big. DC is now. DC is big food, like crab.
So y'all trademark the name and everything, Lemon, right? You got a good attorney, I'm sure, because your brother looked like he don't play, and so the name is trademarked, and you know you guys got everything set up so that you can franchise this thing. So you guys are going about the right way, right?
Yes, sir.
Where your brother at, man?
I just sent Donnie the link to his email.
Good. I did forward it to him.
I'm about to tell him.
So Lemon, one thing I admire about you and your business is the fearlessness. Because a lot of us cats, I'm 56. I ain't trying to get in no scuffle on the streets of Baltimore, New York, Atlanta. But at the same time, in dealing with people 20, 30 years younger, they will sense fear. And they won't really have much respect for you.
Yeah, they don't. They don't. I see it all the time, but us is. I told, like I say, like it's different from us. Like can't nobody say they have a hate in their body or they dislike us because our energy is always positive. Even on our down moments, it's always going to be positive because
Where
we
did that
not
come from, Lemon?
what
Positive
our energy.
energy.
It just I know from my point of stance, being negative in life is not but two places, either death or in prison. So it's like when I leave the house, my goal is when I come back in the house, at least to make about 2 to 3 people smile and just say, okay, that young guy, he had wisdom, he had soul, he brightened up my day. I can't just sit here and just let everybody, the whole world be, oh, that's why everybody look at Baltimore like it's a terrible place
Which
because of that.
you said is so simple,
Yeah, because
but we need that reminder. We need that reminder. And
like
it's
everybody.
okay to be a minister. And I don't mean one that's up in the church, getting paid every Sunday. The ministry is in the streets anyway.
Yeah.
You're going where a lot of people scared to go. It's easy to say them, the negativity, almost condescending, like looking down. When I know them cats on the street might be the ones to save your life.
Yeah, that's why children. I love children a lot. So it's like I don't. That's why I hurt when the kids don't have a father figure. I hurt when some of these mothers is not mature enough. But it's just like my mom used to get mad at me because when I used to walk around in like supermarkets and stuff, and I used to see like the little young girls dragging their child and yanking them slap because they walking slow. I used to say stuff like, "Yo, that child didn't ask to be here. Like y'all doing the most. Like, what are you doing for? You laid up and spread your legs open. So, what is the problem? Like, what is the problem? You doing that to that child?" My mom and used to have getting multiple altercations, and my mom had to teach like, sometimes you got to bite your tongue. That is not your responsibility.
Hey, Lemon. What? Just a simple question, man. What is some of the answers to the number of murders that we have in Baltimore and people killing black, particularly young people? Because you said one thing that's good about where you are now is that you don't have to look over your shoulders anymore. You know what I'm saying? And do what it is, whatever it is you did, that you in a different space, at 25, 26 years old. But what is it that young people are looking for now that gives them an opportunity to feel as though they can make it in this world, or is there a degree of hopelessness?
It is, but I see like all the murderers that's going on is just everybody either you have a chip on your shoulder or somebody talking to you. It ain't nothing that you doing yourself and nothing you really think, because people don't think before, they want to think after. And that was my situation when I went to prison. Only thing I was thinking, I went to prison for protecting mine, for my own child. But it's like, she worth that. That's mine, my blood. Not no ifs, ands about that, and I would do it again if I had to. So it's like, they don't see that. They don't see like that. Look at court. They don't see like, even though we don't have no self-defense law and stuff like that, but when I look at it like you're a child, when you don't have no win, nothing, and stuff happens to you, I'm gonna stick my neck out there. I can't afford my child to be hurt in any type of way. And I had to tell him, like the judge, everything. Like, if you was in my situation, don't sit in front of these people and act like you wouldn't do what I did, because you can't say that. Don't say you want to tell me go to anger management. You want to think this, you want to think that, and do all this, because I had the good mindset to do what I did for a good reason. It wasn't that I just intentionally just did that just because whatever I did because of the situation. It's like, no, my child and my little sister's love. So like, and I'm their protector. So who you think they're going to come behind and come call me? But I did my 5 years. I stood on my time. I did my time. I'm home. Now I'm doing great for myself. So it's just a lesson learned. It's like the system is garbage. Like it's trashy. Like for a guy that's trying, they got a lot of good support and they see like things that's going on. Like I used to work the man's next to Sheila Dixon, Marilyn Mosby. I used to be around her a lot. Antonio Hayes a lot. Antonio Hayes is a friend of mine, Godfather. So it's like every time the man used to be around, we used to be in events. So I had type of people that's behind me that see like y'all don't understand. Like this guy, I work with this man daily. I don't see that type of energy in that guy that just lash out just because. I have it. I just don't use it. It's just not good. He's still checking his email now, Donnie, too. So I don't know if he's turning on or not, but.
So Lemon, let me ask you, what is it that we could, what could we do or give young people today so that they would make a choice of something else relevant to going to the streets to look for money and resources? There's something that we're missing and a resource that they don't have to make a better choice than to, gang bang, murder, deal drugs. Is there something that we could give them besides $1 million check? What is it that we're missing? We got to be missing something.
Time.
What?
Time. That's it. Time. We so busy living life and doing what we need to do, but somebody out here in hands, they need help as well. So you hour of your time and you showing them that like it's opportunity and they can reflect on. So it's just gonna go from there. I can say, the mind is a terrible thing to waste, but if you some certain people they say opportunity, I hear every day kids running up to the truck. We need a job. Can we have a job? Like that's mostly what we have in our business. It's kids. We have kids working for us. Like they got school day. They go still in school. 11, 12th grade kids, 10th grade kids. They still go to school. Get them 3 or 4 days out of the week for work. Give them an opportunity to get out the streets so they ain't gotta be fast all in the girls' house, boys' house, getting in trouble, getting pregnant at a young age. Don't have nothing going for themselves. So we give them an opportunity. So we trying to get it big and franchise more. Like every day I get at least to 50 to 60 kids a day asking for a job. So it's just like so it was like if we had a big enough market or opportunity something for them, they would be hired.
So Lemon, you're saying that every day you got 50 kids that want to work. Antonio Hayes and Marilyn Mosby and Brandon Scott, and they know that kids that want to work, and we know where they are. And then you said that we need to give more of our time. Time. Kids need time. Donnie, how simple does that get?
When you asked the question, what came to my mind, Lemon, was I thought you were going to say they need their dads.
That either. Because any day, you could be a father figure to my child. Anybody can be a father figure. I'm not that type of person. Don't get me wrong, there's certain levels that you can be, but if you have a good mindset, like I don't know you from Adam and Eve, but if y'all see my child, y'all don't even gotta know it's my child. And you see something inside of her, and you just like, hey, excuse me, sweetheart, my name's such and such, but this not you need to better yourself and do. I'm not gonna be the type. Don't you tell my daughter what she need to do. No, I'm not. Because she might need that for that second. She might need that for the 10. Because you might.
I think you should be the mayor of Baltimore, brother.
Might be you might be in a situation and you accomplish a lot. So why I'm going to talk about a word like that's how now. That's like it was too late when your mom used to whip you, dad whip you, and it was just like they didn't do it. They wanted to whip you. I can't. I just look like my mom. She's tired. Like what mom don't want to see I go to still to hurts my mom a little bit. But it's over there. positive. It's exciting.
Hey, Lemon, there may be an issue with your technology, man, with your microphone. Can you hear me pretty good?
Yeah, I hear you great.
Yeah, it may be a problem. But now I hear you. Now you're coming through a bit clearer, man. So how's the wife, man? How did you make that decision that marriage was something at your age that not that I got married initially when I was 22, but that doesn't seem the way of the world. How is that? How has that helped develop and change your life, man?
I never thought I would be married. I never thought I would be married because, don't get me wrong, before I came home from prison, like years before I came home to prison, I was a male gigolo. Like, it was just like I used to sleep with multiple women. I ain't care about feelings. It was just like, as long as I'm getting my needs off, it's cool. Then I came home. I started stressing a lot. Like, I wasn't in the same place I was when I left, money-wise, financially. I'm living in my other basement. I dealt with multiple females when I came home. And it was just like, when I met my wife, she wasn't going. That right there, she stopped that at the door. Let me know she wasn't with no games. She wasn't no playing no games. She's going to make me sit down and listen. She's going to... My mind going, she will make sure ain't no worry on my mind. So when I come home, my water ran, food ran. I have a holiday at work, written around. Like, she's just like my mom. So it's like.
So did you just say that your wife is
That's
like your mom?
Right.
Is that what you said?
Mom used to do a lot. The baby feed. I come home, worry about certain situations, and it's like household. She taking care of all of that. Like, she know I'm out here trying to provide and do what I gotta do. But mine, she tell me this her house. Like, this is me. I'm taking care of this. You just get in here and just be next to me and be a father that you can be. And just my son to grow up to be just like you or better yourself and be better.
How old is your son, man?
Son too. I have an 8-year-old. Also have a 4-year-old.
So based on what you have gone through in your life, are you going to make sure that you stress education? Is that going to be something important to you as a dad?
That's definitely going to be a must because I don't want none of my kids to turn out the way I turned out.
Oh man, you've turned out phenomenal. You may not want them to go through the experiences that you had to go through, but you went through them to get where you are, and that's okay.
Struggle through what I had to go through. I want them to finish school to get the idea of running, get the idea of being loved by so many, getting the idea of giving back and stuff like that instead of being selfish. Want to be this club and fascinated by women and do this. I want my son to grow up respectful to women. I want my son to be treat his girlfriend or his wife or a friend like I treat mine. I want my daughters to be treated like I treat their mom. So it's like I have to do better and show them that.
There go Cuffie. That's Cuffie right here. Cuffie.
Cuffie is in here. Cuffie, your brother's here, man.
Hey, what's up, man? How y'all feeling?
Hey, Cuffie, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
Good. What's your role with Nacho Bangers, man?
Second CEO, the second founder of it. So basically, like, I started off as the second chef. Well, really the first chef, really. My brother don't never cook at all, for real, to be honest. I handled a lot of promotion, the money, things that a CEO would actually do, for real. My brother
Where'd
was
you learn
really
how to cook, man? Where'd you learn how to cook?
Shit, watching my grandmother and my mother.
I hear you.
Yeah, I was like really around a lot of soul food when I was young. You feel me? I actually had started my own business on the side for side money. I had a business called Cuffie Crackers. I would make like dinners and things every single day. I would specialize in, like, my best trade was like a salmon, shrimp, crab, like a stuffed salmon, shrimp, crab platter.
Man,
Like,
I tell you,
that was like my favorite one. Like, everybody loved it.
Cuffie, I've been in the industry for probably longer than you and your brother been alive together, and y'all got tears in my eyes, man, because this is an inspiration. You guys got a story that, thank God, the grace of God, Donnie was fortunate enough to meet you guys. But there's a bunch of us that need to hear y'all story, man. A bunch of
Yeah,
us. Now,
so no, we
you
started
have a
off with
catering business as well. Is that part of your model, the catering aspect?
Cuffie Crack. And so like it's more so like that's on a I'm gonna say like catering like professional side, you know what I'm saying? Like cause I did a normally like a lot of businesses like Amazon, for example. Amazon rented me out. I cooked for 2,600 people one day, all catering business.
And that's phenomenal. I'm sitting here, checking you all out now, man. Hey, Donnie, you better go. Is Donnie there? Where Donnie go? So I got more questions. So Cuffie, what does working with your brothers mean to you, man? You got Lemon, and what's the other brother's name, Lemon? Because I don't want to call it incorrectly. Killer. So I had it right. Killer. So Killer, Cuffie, and Lemon. So what does it mean working with your brothers, man? And how do y'all handle that?
It's just a vibe. We just go forward. We don't never look back at anything for real. Just live it day by day for real. Never worrying about nothing.
So y'all knew when Lemon came back, y'all was going to offer him this opportunity, that he come to y'all and ask you that, or to let you know that he wanted to work with y'all. How did that all transpire?
So basically, like,
him.
So basically, me and Eric kicked it off and everything like that. So, Lemon was aware, whatever his situation was, and we had picked up a guy named Fresh, but the guy Fresh wasn't really into our criteria. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say we started in 2016. So I'm gonna say 17, 18, 19, Fresh came about, but Fresh really was supposed to be the Lemon, but can't nobody actually be anybody except for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
So he was supposed to fulfill Lemon's role. And what is Lemon's role from your perspective as a second CEO?
Basically, like, you know how you have like people that can like, all right. So Lemon is basically good in a party crowd. You know what I'm saying? So like that's another category that the business can get out of there. When Lemon's at parties and things like that, hosting parties and things like that, he can really attach people to Nacho Bangers by just yelling it on the mic or saying Nacho Bangers going to be here, and then by him already being a part of it, you get what I'm saying?
He's public relations and marketing, it sounds
exactly. Like. Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Wow.
And that's what that can see. And with Fresh, it was somewhat the same, but everything that Fresh knew, he learned from Lemon. So it was like we had to. Sometimes you got to use people for what they're good for. You know what I'm saying? So using people not always a bad thing. People just take the word use and use it as a negative word.
This was the thing with me. Fresh, my best friend. I can't even sit here like he wasn't. So when party world, everybody started talking. So this my on something like that. So it's what happened. I grew. Then I don't know if you heard of Lil Black. I linked up with him. He used to say, like, I'm different. Like, where did I ever come from? He never heard nobody just like me. So when I heard that from a guy that's from a radio station about city, tell me my voice is powerful than theirs. Be going. I just ran with it. And then it was just like, I told you, I never thought that I would be for food. So it was like, I always do parties or outside the streets. So then it's like, me and Cuffie, by us growing up, we went through school. We was in crazy schools. We grew up together, East Baltimore, West Baltimore. So it's like we got the city. Him and Killer, they take over East and I take over the West side. So it's just like, but we all go wherever we want to go at. It ain't no hood that we can't go to that don't want us there. Ain't no place in the city that don't want us there. So when I learned from Fresh, and it's like Cuffie and Killer, I had a dance. They took it and went viral. I took the dance I used to do. They went viral. They took over the party industry. They had fun, and the show like that matches my energy. That's my energy, and that's what I've been waiting for. I never had nobody that could compete with me in my energy of partying and having fun. So it's just like it's like basically like he doing that, and then it's like they bringing me onto the business. Like, look, bro, I don't want you to see you out here failing. This it. Like, okay, we gonna keep the party going. We gonna do the party scene as well. but this is our family business. This is we doing amongst each other. So it was like they sat me down, they talked to me, let me know what they need, what they don't need, and it's just like every time we get together, it's like I told you, it's always smiles. Just don't get me wrong, we brothers, we have our ups and downs. Say we want to do this, but we do that behind closed doors. We not doing that in front of everybody, giving nobody no show. We not.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Hey, Cuffie. Hey,
Yes, sir.
what's your growth plan? What's your plan for 2022, man? Y'all got a growth plan? Lemon had mentioned Miami, and you guys are good in DC. What's your growth plan for 2022? Is it catering? Is it more food trucks? Is it a sit-down restaurant? What are y'all thinking, man? Interesting,
So it's
man.
actually like you ever heard of ghost kitchens?
Tell me about Ghost Kitchen. Your
All right, so
concept probably different.
ghost kitchens are basically like restaurants where nobody can come in and sit, nobody can come in and see anything. They place their orders mainly on DoorDash, or they come to a window and come order their food, and then it's just in and out, in and out, in and out. It's almost similar to a fast food restaurant, but it's just no sitting and none things like that for real. You get a menu, you can see what you can order. It's just in and out, in and out. That's why it's called a ghost kitchen and everything. And you can order off DoorDash constantly.
So you don't have the operating costs. It sounds like you all figured out you all don't want that operating cost and that overhead. You just want to have a place to cook the food. People come pick it up, keep it moving. Is that what you think?
Yeah, because like sometimes we got plans as we go. We don't never try to plan anything out, because normally when you plan anything out, sometimes it don't succeed.
We plan as we go. That's what we do.
So I want
So basically, like
guys,
our goal for 2022, also we're having another ghost kitchen down in the Canton area in Baltimore City. The Canton area is basically like our bougie area in Baltimore City, really.
so Mike, I need you to tell them briefly your resume.
Yeah, I ran large hotels for almost 40 years. I come out of the hotel industry where I ran large, hotels around the country, have traveled around the world. But I'm going to connect with you all, man, because, I've sat on numerous boards, including the governor's board here in the state of Maryland for the tourism industry, because there's a multitude of people that will be excited to meet you, but only from a standpoint of if it's beneficial for you and beneficial to them. And I can tell you, man, you will be beneficial to a lot of people, man. Get ready to raise your prices, brothers. And so, because it's all about supply and demand, right?
Yes, sir. And it's
Yeah,
like
no question.
I say we probably this food company that is like, how can you beat a $5 meal or a $10 meal? Like, and it's gonna be something good. Like, we have our wraps, we have our Cuffie bowls, we have our nacho bangers. Like, the Cuffie bowls consider your yellow rice, your cornbread. You can have a meal or a snack. You get your yellow rice, your cornbread, whatever meat you desire. We got our special sauce. However you want to do it, we put out nacho cheese. However you want to do it, you can dice it up yourself. That's just and it's cheap. Like, if you feel me, so it's like people that don't like the squeezy kids that's out here. The kids that's out here pumping gas that really don't have no type of role models in life or something like that. But they can go ahead to on the corner or right there. They doing. I look at it like they doing something positive. They don't want to go that street level way. Be out here selling drugs, doing street pumping gas. They try to get something in life that's trying to make sure they good or their family good.
How many people do y'all employ?
So far, besides us, about 4 or 5 that we.
How many different names have you all employed? I mean, have you employed like 20 or 30 people this year and they just rotated in and out, or when you need them?
You saying period, or you saying this year?
Yeah, period, man. Because there's some substance to say that, hey, we've employed 40 people. Whether they still there or not is all relevant. But the fact
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We employed probably about 150 people, literally.
Yes, yeah, and see that's the kind of stuff that can be leveraged. Just like Lemon said, Cuffie earlier, that he gets 40 or 50 people because of his. He's the marketing and promotions guy. So people always ask him for stuff. They ask him about jobs. So he's got 40 or 50 people a day that are looking for jobs. Do you know that there's city officials that need to know that? And then they wonder why the kids rather sling they go to work because they ain't provide no opportunity.
And yeah, see, we provided a lot of things for a lot of people. Like we took since the beginning till now. Like we took a lot of kids off the street. We had one kid from when we was in our Monument Street area named Milton. Little young dude, he probably was like 15, 14. He died probably about 2 years ago. Wrong place at the wrong time, really. And we would really like take a lot of kids and try to attach them to us, because us growing up in the neighborhood we grew up in, you know what I'm saying? Like we had older people that we looked up to, and they did the wrong things, but they did it the right way when they was in front of us, you get what I'm saying? So it's like we would take kids and the youth and things like that and try to attach to them and things like that. Because like, for example, just speaking for myself, I've been mentoring kids for 8 years. I work for Baltimore City Recreation and Parks. So our thing really is, and then my brother grew up in foster care, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we really big on kids not having things.
Wow.
Grew up in foster care. That's why I say he really came from nothing and was tired of his life going route. It was something that had to change. He got a business that's ongoing that ain't nobody is thinking about it, because what restaurant besides like, I can't, because I never been there. They say dicks. They give you energy. Fun. How customers feel like want to come back. Like what we do is just like, I hang out. It's out the world, and it's like can't nobody stop that but us. But we never gonna do that, because our mindset and our loyalty amongst each other is big. Like we big on loyalty. We have a big heart on it. Like people don't know the actual meaning of loyalty. And that's when everybody keeps saying like loyalty this, loyalty that, loyalty this, do you have loyalty? All I got to do is tell them like, all you got to do is just look at these 3 guys right here, me, Cuffie, and Kitten. It's loyalty.
And that is powerful, man. The biggest form of marketing is to have repeat customers that spread the word about you because you've got a product that they believe in. I'm going to be in touch with you guys. I got to turn it back over to Donnie, to close you all out. But I'm going to be in touch with you and Cuffie and your brother. Maybe you all will let me meet the CEO, because you all have made my day. Y'all made my day, man. And I'm from Evanston Village. So I'm from Baltimore too, just like Donnie from Baltimore. And to hear this story about what's positive that's happening, how come we ain't hearing this, man? How come nobody talking to you? Yeah, y'all should be millionaires.
It's coming. It's
no, you don't. Do you see me smiling?
Sure, I see it. I feel it in you. I see it in you. I see it. It's just something I told you, like this new to me. So it's like when a guy like Donnie come up to me and it breaks down his business and everything he got going for himself, and to pull somebody up like me where I came from, it was a shocking to me. Like I didn't know if he was serious or not. I just thought it was this. He's seen the area we deal with. We deal with junkies. We deal with a lot of people. So a lot of people come up as like Donnie and ask questions, but don't really stand on it, and will say they want to use and don't really stand on it. So when I was just in here about to watch the game, and I just seen Donnie come through my phone. I just seen the text that's come through my phone. Like, what's your email? It's in there. We stream at 10. So I'm like, yo, this guy is serious. Like this something this new to me. So like being on camera and being on live stream and telling it's new to me. Like,
all I'm gonna tell you is more will be revealed. More will be revealed. Okay. All right. And I commit to that. Hey Donnie, thanks a lot for letting me share in this conversation, man. It's been powerful. I'll be in touch, brothers.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
As we wrap up, how can people get in touch with you?
You can follow me on Instagram at l.o.e_lemon. And you can follow my brother at Cuffie Sauce. That's CUFFIESAWWWCE. And like basically, like you can just call in, and go down the store, ask for us. Like that's what we all here for. We just like to have fun and just give people our story. Like I told you, like this new to me. So my other brother, Cuffie can witness himself. He's the tongue. His tongue is different. So that's why I wish he was on here, but he's busy doing something else, and you would have seen otherwise. But I'm glad Cuffie was available. I woke him up out of sleep actually for this, and I just told him I appreciate him just coming on here, just doing this with me because it's something I established to him, and he was with it. As soon as I said the live stream TV is official, I looked it up. Oh, I'm with it. So it was just like I woke him up out of sleep to do this moment, and it's like we always there for each other. I can witness that. Like this man can be in he's stranded, he called me, he know I'm coming. Vice versa. I could be anywhere stranded murder. We coming. So it's like we don't want to see what happen to each other. That's my little brother. So I would never let. I'm the oldest, but he's in front of me. I'm the third CEO. So it's like it's powerful. Like I'm not gonna come in and try to be no big brother role. That's not me. I'm patient. I pay back. My opportunity is here. They gave me my opportunity. This is just half of your business as well as mine. Every contract is getting signed. All three of our names is getting signed on that dotted line. We don't do nothing without each other. They don't have to be even getting paid for an event. I'm getting booked for a party, like I told you, I party host. So if I'm getting paid for an event or a party, and I say, look, I need my brothers out with me, they there. Vice versa for them. Hey, yo, I got this event going on. They want me booked for this party. Yeah. Like we show support with each other because we want this to grow. We really dedicated to ours. We dedicated to our business. Like we search about it. And on top of that, we big on supporting all Black-owned businesses. Like our closets are built with all type of Black-owned clothing lines, and like we support a lot of people. Like a lot of Black-owned business, we support it because like this pandemic, it brings a lot of people down, but a lot of people is powerful. And Saturday, Cuffie around. Oh yeah, you might be on the truck, so I'll go there. So yeah, he has the truck from 2 to 6, and I have it from 6 to 10. So
3 o'clock, we can give you a Black Wall Street award for NotYourBangers.com.
Don't nobody be there. I will be there.
I'll text you the link. We're proud of you, and
Thanks,
you can count on me and Mike. I know that you can count on us.
Much love. I definitely will be there. You know, you keep updated. I can see you're a man of your word from this week period since I met you. Like you stood on it. So it's like, and then by us meeting a good brother, it's good. Like it's all about who you know. And it's like I see more and further for us coming soon, just because of this opportunity right here. Like even though it's big, because I told you my brother, he's the face. He be like mostly like the face, like doing like I told you he made the shave room. He stole us everything. He always tell us like support is better than child support. So we're gonna definitely grow.
Hey Donnie, they introduced me to a new concept, man, for my new company, the staffing solutions. 3 CEOs, man. My daughter can be a CEO. She number 2. So everybody can be a CEO, but everybody understands the relevancy of their place and their lane.
Yeah.
Hey, I love it. Thank you so much for that concept. You just gave me a solution working with my daughter what to do with her. So she's gonna be
man, I gotta tell you, look here, Lemon. We gotta get your lawyer. We gotta get your book out because they stealing your shit already, bro. I'm trying to tell you, I want you to copyright it. We're gonna have to put this book together on the fly.
Yeah, man. Now, man, whenever you're available, I told you I'll open from from Tuesday to Sunday, from 2 to 12 every day. Only off days we really have is Mondays. And like I told you, like besides like everything else, like the wife and stuff like that, like I do little things around the house. Like I just been different lately, so I ain't gotta be. I just got my own place. Like this is my first time having my own apartment ever. Everything coming home and push me to do it. Ain't no just saying you gonna keep doing it. Do it. So it's just like okay. So now I can't keep going having you living in your mom's house and knowing we together, or you come to my mom's house and we got kids. No, we ain't doing that. This is what we gonna do. All right, babe. Boom. I sat down. Did the apartment thing. We got the apartment out of the way now. A private company on the side. She wanted to do a cleaning company, so she's working on doing that.
Wow.
Business. I'm gonna tap in. That's why I wanted to talk to Cuffie soon. I'm gonna try to tap in and try to help out Cuffie for us the mentor thing, Baltimore correction stuff. And I just told you, like that's the mentor thing I'm trying to do. Like, and I want him to I just want to sit back and observe him and see how he do it, because my mindset and his mindset together is outrageous. Like, he never been in the prison system and stuff like that. He always dealt for his community. He always seen his community struggle and he tried to be there for his community. So it's like now it's like he trying to help out with that. Now he got somebody that been through that situation, so he can have me tune in and give him my story, like basically like what I'm giving y'all. You feel me? I'm not trying to steal like be front center, but like you said, like I need a book. Now, like, you ain't the only one down there say I need a book. I hear it every day. Like my own two brothers, Cuffie and Killer, tell me that every day. They be wanting to ask like how prison was for me, and I tell them like it's not meant for everybody. You had to have a strong mind for prison. Like it's not no good thing to go through, nothing like that. But I can honestly say that saved me. Prison saved me, because I'm right having this conversation with y'all if it didn't set me down.
Wow. Hey, you know what, Donnie? This shows you what unity does. You listen to him and his brothers and how close they are, and the fact that he's got experiences, Cuffie has experiences, Killer has experiences. They bring them all together. Suppose we did that with the broader community and they show us as a power of example how to do that. Maybe we'll get someplace, and we listen to them. I already stole 2 ideas from him, because you're right, Donnie. I'm still a thief when it comes to that, because that's the way it's corporate cutthroat, Lemon. So, but you'll be okay.
Appreciate
Man, we got to get you writing on that book. I'm telling you, you just clipped 2 of your ideas already, man.
Yeah, I did.
But he's a good dude. If he uses it, he'll pay you. That I
would be.
can assure you. I wouldn't deal with him otherwise.
See, you already showed me the group, so I would have to sit next to somebody that actually wrote the book and see how I supposed to start it, finish it, introduce it, and stuff like that. So definitely, you will definitely see more of me, and we're gonna definitely conversate. I had your number, you had my number. This is not gonna be this one opportunity. This all going. Like, I'm going to make sure
I will see you guys before the end of the week. I don't play. I will see. I'm in Florida now, but I'll see you guys before the end of the week. That's a guarantee. God willing, I'll see you before the end of the week.
I got my number. You can get it from Donnie.
Nah, man. Nah. Hey, listen, I hunt people down. You ain't got to give me none of that stuff. I don't need none of your Instagram. I will find you. I will. If you in Baltimore, DC, I will find you. Trust me.
The address is right there. That's what
I don't need that.
We are so proud of you. We are proud of Lemon, Cuffie, Killer. We are proud of you. We're so proud of you.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all a lot. Sure enough.
Yes, sir. We're gonna be back. We're gonna be back tonight at 7 p.m. for the Donnie Glover show. But again, we're so proud of you, and we're here for you.
See, now, like, it depends how fast I sell my food. Right that time, I probably be on the truck. So if you try to tune back into me, you probably see me or probably talking to you around that time. Because I have a tremendous. Me and Cuffie, we share the same worker. We have, as you seen, Donnie, we have a tremendous worker on the truck. Smart, intelligent kid, fast, head on learning. His name Jawan. Like, he worked for 2 shifts. He worked from 2 to 10 basically. So from 2 o'clock, he's on there, 2 to 6, he's on there with Cuffie, and 10, he's on there with me. So it's like, in his mindset, his drive, he sees greatness. So it's like he pushes himself over a limit. He's a tremendous worker.
Now, how old is he again?
How old is Juan, Cuffie? Like 20.
I think Juan 21.
Like,
yeah. Okay.
And it's like he came from where we came from. He came from the Troll Projects. Everybody know about that.
Oh, yeah.
Got an opportunity. He's not going down. So it's like, we don't care what lifestyle you came from. You trying to better it, and we have an opportunity for you. We're gonna sit down and map it out. Everybody in our country is referred by somebody. So if somebody in it, like, it's out of me, Cuffie, and Killer. So if somebody referred from Killer, it's good. If somebody referred from Cuffie, it's good. If somebody referred from me, it's good. So it's like our mouth and we sit out every employee down that we hire and have a conversation with them at first, so they won't make us look bad. Like, listen, this is an opportunity for you. I'm not gonna save you. If my brother say you gotta go, you gonna go. That's just that. So then everybody look at that like, oh, they ain't playing. We fired multiple people because they thought we was joking, and now they back and forth.
What do you say?
I hear you.
And it's like, then because we play, don't get me wrong, we have fun while we working. So everybody probably don't think we serious about what we talk about, but this is how we feed our family. We not gonna let you play with that, and that's what they mess themselves.
So that's what I do too, Lemon. So I call it. I don't take myself so serious that I can't laugh at me, but I take what I do very seriously, where I'll fire you. So
Yeah.
I get that. You know what I'm saying? We have a great time, but business is business, and you let everyone know their expectation before they start, so that way you can always say, "Hey, well, we told you this is how we operate."
And so for that matter, it's like we the bosses are we the CEOs of our company. If I referred you, Cuffie said you fired, you fired. Don't come to me, you gotta holler at Cuffie. If you hire you, come to me, I fire you. You can't holler at Killer. You gotta have a limit. Limit ain't fire. Vice versa, it goes around like that. So it's like
Phenomenal.
we not just gonna go now. We got a couple tremendous workers in. And so far we have a cook, we have a window person with good personality, and we also have somebody that. So we had.
Y'all got a corporation, man. Y'all got a corporation.
We have.
Hey, Lemon, you're gonna be teaching at Harvard. You keep messing with us. You're gonna be teaching at Harvard Business School.
You can tell he's the public relations guy, Donnie. He's getting it all out, man. This is the public relations marketing guy, man. You can tell that's his role.
It's my brand. It's our brand. So it's like I love it. Like I never had a job that I can have fun at as well. So it's like I don't have to be served for this supervisor or served for that. It's something I'm into. I can laugh. I can dance around. As long as I'm putting a smile on that face and that food, it's a blessing to me. And it's a blessing to my company. As long as we survive. So like I told you, like support each other big. So we feed each other. So it's like we got to feed our family amongst each other. So we gonna do what is possible to make sure our business grow and get out there more.
Gentlemen, we're gonna get out of here. We'll be back at 7 p.m. tonight, and I will send you the information about the Black Wall Street Lemon. Cuffie Killer, God bless you, keep you, and thank you for supporting BlackUSA.News right here in Baltimore.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.